All right, guys. So we are here today to do some commentary. We are here to carry on the House of Princess and the funeral that they back in 2021. And so, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and so give me 1 second. I'm going to have to put up a banner. Okay, so we have our banner up, and we also have our disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, and teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. So now that we have that out the way, let's go ahead and get into the content, because we have content creators that are out here doing the most and everybody wants to hold everybody accountable. So since we're going to be holding people accountable, let's do it the right way, right? So this is what we are going to do. Okay. So first of all, what I'm going to do is eliminate the musica and let's get into the content.
I can even write when I'm not even looking. You know what I'm saying? So
good evening. I am reported to you live from the field. People's out here talking shit. So
Okay, so this person that you hear talking is pretty much this goofy right here. Hold on, give me a second. I have to take your photo down. But it's this, hold on, give me 1 second. I put up the wrong photo. It's this goofy right here. Is this weirdo right here that wants to throw rocks and hide her hands, right? Super, super weird. She's so mad. She's been hating on me since I had come to YouTube. And let's just keep it real. Let's keep it funky. It took her, okay, so it was Nosy Hole, it was Princess, it was So Debonair, it was Marcella, it was, who else was it? And they had a list of other people. I mean, these people had a funeral for me. And they want me to like just be cool with them in the future. No, I know you're a dirty person. I didn't want to be friends with you back then. I know how to be cordial with people, but everybody isn't meant to be a friend. But like I said, this is a funeral that she was so happy. I want y'all to see the smirk on her face. She was so happy. See how happy she is? She traumatic. That woman been through a lot. Her mom left her as a child. So I understand why. She's so bitter and she's so upset. I feel like when people do that, they have a choice. They have a choice to come up out of it and be something out of life and be productive, or they can just be a full of shit ass person. They can be a full of shit ass person, and that's what we're getting. So let's get into it.
felt the need. Well, with the encouragement of my brothers and sisters, I forgot that we got a funeral this Friday, straight from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So once again, her brothers and sisters. These are brothers and sisters of the gay community, the straight community. So just to paint a picture, I want to paint a picture for you guys. They had a funeral for me on YouTube, and now she's about to give the church announcements. How demonic. How demonic. They tried to cast a spell on me and take me up out of here. They didn't tell you that. All with a smile. They didn't tell you that. Let's get into it.
And I had to let the royal citizens know. Now, all you beautiful royal citizens. Now, Princess said first, can you stop and press the subscribe button? Okay, because we're gonna have all kinds of content.
But they said I wasn't nobody. They said nobody ever knew about me. Remember? They said I was nobody. Nobody knows about me. Nobody cares about me. That's what they said. But let's get into it, guys.
For you, okay? Also, press the like button for this video, not like the unlike button over there that you press it, okay? I want you to like me, okay? We at the house of the princess, okay? Now, I can't even take this shit seriously.
So right there, she was so excited. This Black woman was so excited to get her moment off of another Black woman's pain. For heaven's sake, she couldn't even stay. She couldn't even stay in her seat. So excited to tear another Black woman down. But they want to cry when a white person takes us out. Or you know what? It's joy for them. Oh, when a trans woman gets taken out, it's a joy for them. I want to let y'all know the shit that I'm telling y'all is not made up. I can't make this shit up. Let's go.
But anyway, I want to thank all of y'all coming in. I thank the royal citizens. I thank the royal family for coming in. Yes. I thank you for all the mermaids, the starfish, and the sharks, honey. I thank y'all for your support because I'm sitting up here. I know this is last minute. Okay, yeah, y'all talking in the background. That's because I got the other person in there, and I might as well cut it down because those irrelevant people are sitting there talking on their boring ass show.
I want to point this out. These irrelevant ass people talking shit on their boring ass show. But you were listening. It was loud. You were listening to me. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Where's Nosy Ho now?
This is the first and probably the last view I will give y'all. Yes, and tell them, they tell it, come on over here to my church. Come on over here to the house. We got the house open. We got a party. Now, unlike people who are copycats, okay, the copycats that say, go and get you a.
Well, it was definitely given. It's giving copycat. I pointed out the fact that she says that she wants you guys to like her and not me. I never went around on panels and say, oh my God, y'all don't like somebody, like me. You've never heard that from me. I'm not intimidated by another person because what God has for me is what's for me. But you know, it's so interesting. God has been ahead of my life. And it's so interesting that these people are Christians and they decided to give a person a funeral. Super weird. Very demonic. See, the thing is, when my light comes into a room, it disturbs demons. It disturbs demons. People that are unhinged, people that go off in 0.3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? They really tell you a lot about themselves. Very miserable, very jealous, and lack of love. The only way that they have a good day is if they put somebody down. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at her shoes. And look at this. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not that type of girl. Mm-mm. I'm not interested in sitting up with a sister saying, oh my God, let's talk about this lady. No. How can we help her? How can we come together? It's these masculine females out here. Y'all are the problem. Y'all can't contain yourselves, and y'all know who I'm talking about. And I'm not gonna call you out by name because you're not that important, okay? Because you know who you are.
Adult beverage responsibly, or go get you some Gatorade. Let's say it like it really is, okay? Go get you a cool beverage, okay? Whether it's water or wine, whatever makes you feel fine. Go ahead and get you a drink. But this is going to be a short sermon. I know y'all been dragging me for having the 5-hour life, but this is not going to be one of them, okay? Now look at here. Before I'm going to let y'all say a few words. Again, this is a 2 minutes. Y'all going to have 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes at the funeral, okay? But let me read the church announcements, okay? Let me.
Okay, so back to the weirdo. That really, she really needed to be focusing on her household and that squeaky floor. I don't know if she moved out of that place, but she had like this squeaky floor. I mean, you know, instead of getting into Home Depot and fixing that floor, this is what they did 2 years ago. Like I said, it was like a mass of people against me, just one person. Just one person. You know you that bitch when you start all this conversation. Okay? So, like I said, they were jealous. They were intimidated. They saw my potential. But they said, no, I want the spotlight. Give me a spotlight. And this is kind of how it went.
Let me read them. Hold on. Yes. Um, uh, it seems that Queen Tulsa was trying to be like me, and she thought she could read, but I just heard her say that she has to write it down because people be impromptu. She take it off the top of her head and write it. Okay. Well, since that shit is not funny, okay.
A lot of jealousy. See, people be saying, oh, I don't watch you. I don't watch none of you. You ain't this, you ain't that. But she says, how would she know if that's how I read? Do you know? Do you really, really know? How would she know that I said I had to write something down? She would have had to be there to watch it. How would I know? Well, how I would know is because in order for her to have all those details, she's watched my videos and she got triggered and she got hot, she got bothered, and she made a promise to herself, whenever I can say something or wherever I can get this off my chest, I'm going to do it. That's what she said. House of the Frog.
Yes, yes. Okay, since the shit is not funny. Oh, here it goes. Okay, since the shit is not funny, we're going to refer back. Now, I wish I should play the videos. I think I'll play the videos from Auntie Marcella and then Brother Debonair, and we're gonna speak on the shit that this bitch just said about my brother. And
once again, I said something about one brother, and these ghetto hoodlums come out the blue. You know, she stays in Chicago. I mean, she tells you guys that all the time. I mean, just ghetto. I mean, she's just ghetto. I mean, she can't help it. You know, she grew up in the projects and, you know, with lack of love from her mother and her father, because, you know, I guess her father was a whore. Hmm. Yeah, her father was a whore, and so he got around. You know, that's typical. That's real typical. You know, and it's typical. And then she said, you know, she got pregnant and she had to hide it. And her grandfather would let her lay in his bed. Yeah. But this is what she said about me. Hold on one second.
the child over there that's trying to get on, we're gonna talk about them too. But from the field, okay, from the field. Hold on, let me get your super chats. I'm sorry, I don't want to miss them. Thank you for your cool beverages. Thank you, Sister Cynthia. I got my wine. I love you too. I thank you for y'all support. Thank y'all for coming on in the room. Okay. Yes, well, I was trying to look like I was supposed to look for the occasion. Okay, this is my best wig.
So when you talk about cyber stalking and cyber bullying, I want to give you an insight. These people stalked me. They cyber bullied me. They formed a cult, and they all went against me. And their head savior was Nosy Ho Live. That was their savior. That's who they looked up to. That's who they looked up to. These people. All this for one person. They did all this for Queen Tulsa 2 years ago. And they're still bringing it up. So why not bring it up? Why not bring up the facts? They've watched my content. And when she speaks about all about the tea, then I'll address that part. Let's get into it.
Okay. This is one of my best wigs. Okay. She talks slow. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I saw some of your comments, but I'm gonna be the bigger person and run like a little bitch. But okay, but this is what is really going on. Okay, Friday on Sister Nosy Ho channel.
See, now I want to point out a fact. She says that Sister Nosy Ho, right? That was her sister. The known witch here on YouTube. Very dark. You see where I'm going with this? even their witchcraft that they were playing with. House of the Princess. She has a daughter. Her daughter is out of control. She's trying to figure out. You're inviting spirits in, ma'am. You're inviting spirits in. So when you thought that you were taking me down, you were inviting those spirits in, and now your daughter's out of control. Let's get into it.
Nosy heifer, nosy hoe. Nosy heel. I don't know how to read it. It's something like that. But I heard it was nosy hoe. Okay, on Sister Nosy hoes. Yes, and brother Wayne. Okay, hey, I might need you to go call the relatives to pull up on a motherfucker. Okay, excuse my language. I'm sorry, I'm a lady. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to do that. Okay, it's hard for me to do that because I am a lady. Hey,
She decided to laugh when somebody told her that she was about to go visit the land her ancestors once owned, and she laughed because she didn't know the history of Tulsa. Life has been very terrible for her. My ancestors don't play about me. Let's get into it.
Vaughn, how y'all doing? But this is as crooked as they can get. You know what I'm saying? They own my wig. They own my wig. Okay. But congratulations to Sister Nosy Ho, who has taken up the cause because this clown decided to mess with the panel and mess with the people in the alliance. And so Sister Nosy Ho has an
Alliance. Alliance, right? Well, when you talk about an alliance, it's kind of like a cult. Hmm. That's just a fair way of saying it. Hmm.
Alliance. Alliance.
A union or association formed for mutual benefit, especially between countries or organizations.
Alliance.
And guess who's happy to be a part of the cult? This idiot. This idiot right here. Miss Church announcements. Dumbass bitch.
announced that there is a funeral on Friday. Okay, no, just wait a minute, Sister Marcella. Yeah, okay. You're not late. You're not late. We're making the announcements. Okay, we're making announcements right now. Okay, and I'm gonna talk like, yes, I am missing a lens. Okay, this is the best I can do. Okay, this is what I can afford. Okay, now somebody decided to go to the Ponderosa today. We had already went to the Ponderosa on Monday. Okay, but they wanted to visit the Ponderosa today. Oh,
Let's be honest. Has she really kicked out content since the funeral that they had for me? Has she grown any? The only thing I see her doing is being a leech, sucking on to whoever gives her that attention. Energy vampires, energy suckers. And listen, they didn't know who they were dealing with. Y'all barked up the wrong tree, sister. Laugh now, cry later.
Now, you won't let me announce this funeral. Now, some of y'all already know when the funeral is. The funeral is over at Sister Nosy House Friday at 7 o'clock. Now, I am going to put it in the chat box so y'all don't be late. Yes, we do have a dress code, okay? Wear your hair, wear black, because we are going to put them down. Yes, you working on the program.
She says, here, let me let y'all see what this person said. Put you down. That's a violent term. So she wants to put me down, right? So violent acts. Let me go ahead and bring it up since she wanted her moment. There you go.
Put them down. Yes, you working on the program. I'm just gonna do the top of the obituary. Get it to me, okay? Hey, this is the best I can do, okay? This is what I can afford. Okay. Now somebody decided to go to the Ponderosa today. We had already went to the Ponderosa on Monday. Okay, but they wanted to visit the Ponderosa today. Oh, now you won't let me announce this funeral. Now some of y'all already know when the funeral is. The funeral is over at Sister Nosy House Friday at 7 o'clock. Now I am going to put it in the chat box so y'all don't be late. Yes, we do have a dress code. Okay, wear your hair, wear black, because we are going to put them down. Yes.
You are going to put someone down. I want you guys to take in the fact that she was a content creator way before I was, right? And when you talk about getting played, she got played. She did all that hard work, all that gathering, just to get tossed to the side like a cum rag. She got tossed in a dirty clothes pile. And like I said, they said they studied my behaviors and everything. I'm honored that somebody studied me, you know? But at the end of the day, I'm protected by fuck around and find out. Surveillance. Let's get into it.
You working on the program. I'm just gonna do the top of the obituary. Get it to me, okay? So we can get together. Brother entertainer, have you prepared your sermonic selection, okay? Because not only as we having a funeral Friday, but thank God for the brothers and sisters of over there at the Royal Family on Sister Sanitra's channel. She put some more money on the bounty. Thankfully for the Sister Nosy Ho, it was originally $250. But
so for a person that's not important, not worth anybody's time, they had taken up donations. Behind the scenes. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it.
But now it's $350 on the head for the best roast of the Tulsa of Oklahoma, aka Dame Skid Row, aka Pelican with humanoid. Like y'all don't call this whole so many things. I don't know. I can't keep up with it. Okay, thank y'all for the super chats. I never wanted Friday to come so bad for a laugh. I love you, Princess. Now back to the church announcement. It's yes, we about to have testimony service. Okay, Sister Sanitra, bless you for the super chat. Bless you. Don't forget to sit.
You know what bothers me the most about this is the cyberbullying and cyber stalking and all that, and also the disrespect for my ancestors. Like, they don't know the history of Tulsa, and for them to sit up and to do what they were doing, it's like, do your research. Tulsa, Oklahoma was the wealthiest place, sweets. If this wouldn't happen, we would still be thriving. We would, I could only imagine where we would be right now. Is your birthplace a historical, indigenous, historical, and wealthy? I come from wealth. I was born into it, just off the backs of my ancestors. There were 300 Black businesses that existed, but y'all Black asses couldn't stay in a room for 5 minutes to get anything done. Let's talk about it, sis.
In the study. Okay, we won't. If you would like to make a resolution and you can't make the funeral, please DM me in the inbox or email me. Let me put my email up here. If you have a Pacific roast that you would like to put on, we will have the repast over here on my channel. Maybe it might be a Sister Sinitra's channel. We don't know, but we is going to have a repast after we bury this hole like this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up with to your messages and these super chats. Thank you, Sister Linda, for your super chats. Okay, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the support. Okay, we got to bury this child. You can't wait to Freddie. Yes, we need you. Okay, we need you. Another super chat. I'll be in there in the bad wigs and the black dresses. Yes, and Andrew singing too. Is he doing the B selection? We might need an A and B selection. Love offering and tithes for the wig. For thank you for your contribution. Now look at here. Now we started the wake on Monday. Now I know some of y'all said that the service was too long. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna cut the important parts out for you, so that you can see. Just go straight to the chase. Okay, straight to the chase. Okay, but you can. Yes, this is a COVID free. It's in an open field because she ain't got no house. Okay, and apparently it's on farmland, so you got all the space in the world. Come one, come all to Sister Nose's channel. Bring your super chats, all of that. Can you assist? You can read the okay. You can announce the resolutions and yes, the announcements and the resolutions. I thank the village for coming together to bury this hope. Now you sitting up here talking about you respect your elders and you're coming from I miss myself. I got a problem. And you know, they say emulation is the best flattery because
Emulation is the best flattery. But y'all sat up here and studied me and took notes. It's the delusion of it all. All for content. Like, I mean, people, you would have thought that we were back in the day and the white people were about to lynch a nigger. They did this. They did this. Our Black people are doing what the white people, what Massa said. Get on out there and get that nigger. Y'all be against each other. They're living it out. It's some people that live out that slave mentality people. They wake up in the morning just mad at the world. It's happy people out here. That's why I always say, get your mental health in order. Get your mental health in order. Laugh now, cry later. You can forgive somebody, but you never forget how they treated you. Fuck what everybody else talking about. You can forgive somebody, but you never forget how they treated you. That's something that you never forget. I'm old enough to be your mama. Well, bitch, you're not my mama. And neither one of you hoes could never be my mother. Ever. No, ma'am. No, thank you. Her and her friend Roxy. Oh, I'm old enough to be. They always, I'm old enough to be somebody, mama. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You could be as old as Jesus, bitch. You could never be my mother. You could never. You don't have what it takes. You don't have what it takes, because girl, when you was up there, yeah, girl, please. I mean, sitting up there yelling at your kid in his face, and then he gets loud with you, like, bitch, you don't like. You gotta talk to your kids how you want to be talked to. You don't get that, girl. I don't know what y'all on, but you don't talk to your kid yelling and screaming and cussing at them, and they are old enough, they are paying rent in your house, and you still yelling at them. That's just like them yelling, their landlord coming to yell at their face. What, you think they're not going to say nothing? Treat people how you want to be treated. Go get the help that you need. 50 some years old. I'm working on it. How much more you gonna work on it, sis? You already 50, up in your 50s and 60s. Girl, how much work you going to work on it? Oh, I'm gonna work on it. Oh, I apologize to my kids. How you apologizing and still turn around doing the same thing? This woman is set up to apologize, and she turns around, she does the same thing. That be that family trauma. See, that family trauma, and then bonding with other folks that got that family trauma. And girl, yes, and gossiping about this. And guess what? Y'all gossiping on the phone and ain't found not one solution. Y'all haven't found not one solution to go and get therapy. Y'all got two heads together and y'all couldn't even say, hey, sis, let's go to therapy together. Let's make ourselves better for our family. First of all, for ourselves. And let's be better for our family. Why are we up here cussing our children out or calling, going in on them like they some person on the street? Yeah, I said it. And I don't give a damn who mad about it. Be mad. Be mad about it. I don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Let's be honest. I'm going to call it how I see it. Nobody gets a pass. You don't get to treat me like shit in the past and come up here and act like I was supposed to forgive you and I need to respect you. Listen here. This old nappy head wig wearing bitch right here. Got some self-hate issues. She hate herself. She hate her mom. She hate everybody. She blames everything on the world. Yeah, get into it, share it to her, send it to her.
Get any more blatant and copycatting me, and you can't even read me. The best you could do is call me fat. Do you think a bitch ain't called me fat before? Baby, that don't hurt my feelings, okay? Yeah, let me give you a titty. And then that other little baby, baby, you need to get out now. Get out now. You and that little tarot card reading thing, Shakana, please don't allow yourself to be aligned with that person. We still doing the program. We're not sure who's doing the eulogy. I really think it should be Sister Nosy. Okay, we have everybody that's in it. You gonna make some t-shirts? Okay, that's one thing. Last thing I got to do. This could be ghetto as y'all want. Okay.
Y'all want to say other races are our competitors? Our own people are our own competitors. Niggas will bind up with other niggas to take another nigga down. Seriously, and then here you go with the RIP shirts. Oh, we need to stop doing this, and then you got a retaliation. If they had called me a few years earlier, if they had caught me a few years earlier, Hmm. Who knows? I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself because the assignment wasn't fulfilled. The assignment was for me to take myself out and they would have a victory. And so when somebody counted you out and somebody was very malicious to you, they saw how everybody reacted when they were doing what they had to do. They have no choice but to see you glow up. They have no choice to see you glow up. Some people call it a coincidence. I call it was supposed to happen that way. And so I had thousands of people coming at me. It's like, stay in the game, Queen Tulsa, stay in the game. It's gonna get hard, and my mental health took a toll on that. And then it was other things, suicide and things like that. And then another thing happened like in 2022. And oh my God, you would have thought that, wow. I just say some people, they don't have compassion, and some people are just mean, evil-spirited people. However, justice will prevail. And everybody that participates gets paid. We'll continue to recap this, but right now, I'm actually going to fall back. It is 4:00 p.m. Central Time, and so that concludes our show. However, please share this live with your friends, your family, and everybody else. And let people know how you treat somebody today. You don't know what your tomorrow is going to bring. And the same people you put down may be the same people that you might have to ask for help. On that note, this is not the black man's game. This is not the white man's game. This is the money game.
Anything he want with you, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.